Hey guys, welcome back. Want to touch on a couple things, but mainly I want to make sure, in our prepping and the time frame we're in and coming to, I'll go through a couple things. I'm not going to get into detail about a lot of these because YouTube won't keep it up. I just did a video the other day; they wouldn't even upload it, and there's that frustration of, being the my majority of my community and the numbers and everything are over here on YouTube versus not on Rumble. And it's just stuff that we have to put up with as creators. And because I was getting several emails and stuff asking, are you okay? Is there something wrong? You seem quieter, lower key, and there's that. But a lot of it is also kind of a timing. We'll say there's different seasons and phases we go through, in life in general, but in the prepping and as things are unfolding. I've been saying for a while between mid-September, something in October. I just really felt like something was coming in October. I don't, no, I don't have dates. I don't do that, but that's where we are. And, more time. Yes, that's just a lifestyle of prepping and physically and stacking and, getting things, physical items prepped. But then also making sure, and this is what I want to touch on with you guys, and I've talked about it before, is to please make sure you are nurturing and prepping your mental, emotional, and spiritual prepping. Okay? Because you can be stacked to the rafters, have a bunker full, everything else good to go, with physical items and prepping. And if you are not mentally, emotionally, or spiritually prepped, a lot of people, they're not going to make it because it's going to be hard times. And this isn't fear mongering or anything like that. It is. And it can be hard. It's going to be hard in a lot of different things. And, you have to be, I'll say, don't let fear control you or have you back down. I'll say that. Just, you have to be stubborn enough to say, even if you're afraid or fearful or uncertain, because that's what this life is now, especially, is you do it afraid. Okay. And you take your time, but you don't ever just sit down. Giving up's not an option. And because I get emails. I encourage people to email me. I will pray for you. People have different questions, whether it's the medical side of things or my opinion about different things going on. And I can go in more depth in email than I can on here. And I may not get to you the same day, but I do my best. I will answer everyone. I do. I understand. I understand, the fear. I understand the fatigue of this. It'll come in waves, differently for everyone. I understand that. And I just want to encourage you, but I want to make sure not only the prepping, having your supplies, knowing the natural sites, you can take care of your things, yourself if things arise, is you are ready. And, I have a strong faith. If you do not, I don't know what to tell you or relate to you in that. And you probably can't relate to me either. Is, you better be in the Word, and you better, have that close relationship, because you're going to need it. And just make sure that you're ready in that area. I think that is, I guess I should say, for me, that is where we are. And no, I'm not, I'm good to go. I don't have to get any other preps wherever, most of us will never be. The elites are, but, that's where I am. I have to be. And even though that things are getting closer, what I call is go time. I feel like that timing is getting closer. I feel peaceful though. We all have to remember, God chose all of us to be, alive during this very time, to go through these very things and see all of this unfold, which can be an exciting time. I know that sounds crazy, but it is. That we were chosen to go through this. We're seeing this all unfold. This is biblical. If you believe that or not, I will pray for you too. So we have to trust. We have to trust Him that if He chose us to go through these things, and they're not going to be easy things, but they rarely are. And throughout history, biblically or anything else, then we have to trust that process and timing also. So going on some things, I have to code. You know how it goes. Remember, I had talked about, I believe over on Rumble, I had talked about the Red Dragon was working on a aerosol C one of these. Okay, that has been approved, and they have started using that. And when I say aerosol, I'm not just talking about a nasal aerosol. They are doing it, and they are already using it in the spraying. When I say watch the skies, you see those things up there. They're already doing that type of aerosol spraying in certain towns, villages, and cities. Now, when they come out and say, we're going to do this, we're about to do this, we're approving this, they've already been doing that. And things unroll different timing in different ways in different regions and areas of the world. Yes. But that anything that goes on somewhere goes on everywhere. Everywhere. It all rolls across. Everything, like I say, no matter where it comes from, everything rolls across the pond. And, that doesn't just affect humans. That's going to affect crops. That's going to affect livestock. That's going to affect wildlife. People across the board. It's going to. So, again, you do what you can, and you're being aware, even if it's something awful, being aware and educating yourself is still better than the unknown, in my opinion. We have the railroad, the thing about it was supposed to be this Friday. They were going to shut down. Last I heard, they had reached an agreement on that. I believe last night or early morning, they had reached an agreement on that. Did hear that Amtrak had closed all long distance routes. It was started today, I think at like midnight or something. I haven't heard any updates about that, but now I don't know what's going to go on the railroads, but last I heard they'd reached an agreement. A lot of us are hearing the different things about the September 4th date and the German guy who in his speech, what he had said. I'm not going to go in great detail. A lot of creators have covered this in more detail and what's going on. Now, I don't know. You hear both sides of, anything like that going on. We don't know. My thing is, okay, September 24th, here we are. What is the day? The 15th is make sure whatever little bit things that you're like, I need to pick this up. I need to fill up my tank. I need whatever. Make sure you get your things done 24, 48 hours before that date. And if nothing, comes about, then great. You have it done. But, do what you can, because it's better to do it and be ahead just in case. We still have all the things about the supplies, the inflation, the stock market, the list goes on and on. And then the other thing, as far as amping up the tension, WW3 itself, the Red Dragon had come out and publicly stated that they support and will assist the bear with the U country. And that came after the U.S. and NATO had said that they had announced, kind of that full protection and everything of the U country. So that's just amping up, all of that. We knew all this was going to, come about. And there's timing of everything for, I had said, I've been feeling for a very long time, since early spring, something in October. So here we are, maybe before that, but I think by October, something's going to go down and go on. And, I will share with you many years ago, well over 10 years ago, I was talking with and emailing back and forth with Joel Soliton. I don't know if you know him, Polyface Farms of Virginia. He's a brilliant guy, great down-to-earth guy. And I was talking to him because during that time, this was well over 10 years ago, I was prepping and everything back then. I was in this kind of struggle of, I have to find this perfect safe haven to homestead, to be self-sufficient, and because I knew what was coming, and I just felt discouraged, and I just was going on. I was talking to him in more depth. We were going back and forth about that, and I want to share something he left because it doesn't just pertain to that. Even though I do have people asking me different questions now, if I was in a big city, or if you're in a big city, I would not have any peace or comfort about that. But everybody's situation is different, and everyone's comfort zone is different, what they're used to. But, in different things in where we're at and people getting, you know, discouraged or down or, searching. I get it. I've been there and I still can have those moments. But there's about 3 creators I'm really close to, and I'll email and we'll talk about things, and I'll just say, I'm just kind of in this right now. And, sometimes it helps just to talk to someone else about it, just write it out or whatever. And sometimes that helps, but I won't go through the email. But something he left with me, I've always kept this email, and it just hit me. It just hit me different. And to this day, in different things in life, different, seasons of things going on, especially what we've been going on the last couple of years. And as things are just building and building to this time, it helps me. Because he was talking about how, the saying, the grass, may always look green on the other side of the fence, but there's no paradise this side of eternity. And then he put blessings, Joel Salatin, which is true. And we have to keep grounded in that, that we do what we can here. None of us, any of us, I don't know any of them. I'm not going to be 100%, set. I don't have a bunker like the elites or anything else, or stacked where I wouldn't have to worry for, years and years, and my children's years and everything else. I wouldn't. But I just I have peace and trust about a lot of that. And that's why I think it is important. And I'm encouraging people at this stage, yes, keep prepping the physical things, okay? Because we're going to need the physical things while we are here on this earth. But to make sure you are prepping mentally, emotionally, and spiritually hard right now. Find your peace, stay in the Word, and find that comfort, because you're going to need it. Because I think a lot more people are going to fold in those areas than way before they will in physical areas. Okay, so I want to leave that with you guys. Everyone stay well, God bless, and I will see you next time.